Hello everyone. After last video, we have finished the seven the figures for ArchiMetal, which is finished their transformation challenge, the chapter. So we use this video to try to make some summarize of what we have used in the relationship and element notations, so that we can find out some the patterns through this ArchiMetal modeling. That is one the way is through your practice of doing the modeling, you should collect more and more pattern. Even this as some patterns can be although it can be conflict each other, but never mind. Is you capture something in the Archi model now, and previously we also capture several patterns from Archi Assurance. You can visit those videos, and when you compare, when you combine them, is that can be very useful for your own the future modeling. So keep make the abstract of your actual model into certain pattern that should will very beneficial for your the day-to-day the modeling work. So let's do that is together. So since the pattern is talking some generic the term, so we will not use our actual model to do that, because that will poison or mix some non the repository or company related element into your repository. So that means is I will create a new model, empty model, called that ArchiMetal pattern. So let's save that. I will save this to the ArchiMetal metal. There is a folder for ArchiMetal practice pattern. It's not like Archi Assurance. They have this every phase we capture some pattern. These are ArchiMetal. They are working on some more the enterprise this life cycle the manner. So you can see they are not so much balanced. So let's do this 7 views capture, and then we can combine this figure 8 when we finish this CRM vision. Then we may have a very large pattern is captured from this overview transformation. Then this we have some detail the pattern, and in the end is we may take time to revisit them and to see how to combine them. So here is the default view. So if I make something, is you can see you can cross the model. Let's copy this into this default view. So let's see here in your view is you don't have this the properties. So last update. So let's see. And the last update by. Let's double check is what's the our label. Do we? Yeah, we also copy that. So last updated by. So they capture last updated by. So when I make this, yeah, so we will use this as our base from now on. So let me duplicate that to see the pattern on the transformation challenge. You can go to the repository in GitHub, click here, then I already post every phase the picture here. So first, let's update all the dates to see it's working. So to ensure so we are not impact your the repository model. Let's close that. We are focusing more on this the pattern model. So that is us. So first, the figure 1 is the organization mapping. It's quite simple. So even there's a lot of the box, but what they are doing is just the aggregation. So from this picture, we just capture this pattern. So that means is when you do the organization setup or business units, you can have the hierarchy. So that is the told from this view. Then second one is the value stream. So same is a value stream. You can have that the hierarchy. Value stream can include a value stage. So that is the one thing. So and then the value stream is we can have that is with the trigger the between them. So that is another the view. So we have two that things. Let's make this outside a little bit. Try to drag this a little bigger dot. Otherwise, is you will make this changing the shape, not go to the in the straight line. So this will make you can just change to here. So you have this trigger from the value stage to another steps of the stage. And then this we have this business function. The function is assigned by the different the business units. So this is our the pattern we got from this figure 3. Then we're starting to have the cross the layers view. So we are using the physical process. First is the process have the hierarchy, and also they have the trigger. So we can leave on this later on. And process has the realization to the business function. So that is the thing we capture from this figure 3. So you see here, if you try to make this the abstract, the pattern is not looks complicated. So because you are now is making that into another view. And then this we already have this trigger process to process. And then this now is for the we have some more the physical layers. So process is assigned by the group or factory, but I don't want to capture this because in the pattern, if you see I have linked to a group, that's no meaning. But this group is actually meaning is we assign the different facility, factory to our business process like this. So that means is this relationship is more meaningful than this group. So we have the facility and we assign. So that is also the ways keep revisit is what are the meaningful relation you want to reuse, because if you keep this kind of grouping in your pattern, you don't have an idea is in your new the models how you use this kind of the patterns. So let's put this data stream aside. And then we can see here, we have this, you remember is that this is not the flow, it's the access, it's from this material. So we have the material and we use the access and change this to read. So then the material is go to this facility, and we need certain transfer distribution network to associate with the different materials. So this is the thing is we are the abstract for this part, and also from the this factory to another layer of the material. So you can model this as a read-write. So that means this material can be the input and also can be the output. So that is the production. And then we have this transport using this the distribution the network, and this now is you can see is also associated to those facilities, because we facility need some the transportation to do the kind of the material the shipping. So not this one. This is connection. We need to use the association. And then we have those kind of this transport network to support the business process as well. So we can put this here. That also the assign. And then those are all captured, and they have these steps from here. So all these input output we already have, and then this one is already there, and the material can be part of the business product. So we have this is the business of the product we have here. And then the business product is have the contract. So here, let's see. So what are the relationship we can use? So aggregate or part of. So part of is better. So then that is composition, and from material also part of. Then we have the both contract and the material, physical material composed to our business product. And we don't need to build any relationship to the facility. So that's the all for this figure 4 or figure. And then the figure 5 is breaking down to your facility. So facility including the physical node. So that is the one part is for the breaking down. And the physical node including like is the production line, have the either is the equipment or the software. So you have these two, and then that's also the composition. And between the equipment and the system software, we have the flow. So we have flow from here and back. So we can make this. I use the script to distribute that. Then I have this flow to talk about each other. So that is quite good enough for those production process. Then we move to some the motivation layer. So let's put the motivation layer in the left under the strategy. Then we starting from we have our stakeholder, and we associate stakeholder with goals. So let's put this as our relation, and then this we put a certain assessment associated to goal. And then you see here, you can have the assessment to influence assessment. So we use this influence. So we can put on here. So that is this pattern, and this is already covered. This already covered, and also you can have the assessment associate assessment, which means is you can breaking down your assessment. So that is put in here. So we use this kind of the way, and then below the assessment, now we have this kind of this is the driver. So now we have the our goal. So goal is associated to your assessment result. So this is another link. So this here. The last is the requirements. So we come to the business requirements. So this is the kind of the sequence requirements will realize your goal, and the requirements can have the aggregation themselves to have the sub requirements. So this is good enough for our the pattern for the figure 1 to figure 7. So that is the way. So we can use this to keep working continuously, and then to adding more and more the new patterns. So I keep adding those pattern summary here, and you can refer to this ArchiMetal pattern file to get some the ideas for those. And see you next video. And we hope is we can see some CRM related the vision pattern to adding here. Bye for now.